My vest keeps riding up, and on the radio this morning, it was up here, and it was essentially
It
like
was a banjo.
bra. Yeah, crop top.
Looks great to
It's
me.
really small. Okay, shall we do this?
Yes.
Okay, everyone got their crop tops on?
Yep.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to Sidetracked. I'm Nick Grimshaw, and normally you would hear a wonderful woman, Annie McManus, saying, hello, and I'm Annie McManus. She's not here because she's on half term. She's only 9, so she has to have a week off. Instead of Annie, I am joined by not 1, not 2, but 3 very special co-hosts on Sidetracked this week. So take my lead. I'm Nick Grimshaw.
I'm Este Haim.
I'm Alana Haim.
And I'm Danielle Haim.
And we are Haim.
Yeah, that's right. Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome.
I feel so official. I have cards.
Yes. You look official.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Now, only Danielle and I are on the official
I know.
yellow Sidetrack
Wow.
chairs. We did have 3. One, we left at Glastonbury because we recorded this at Glastonbury last year.
Okay.
I love it.
It's
Is it
there-
just still there?
It's
Is it
still
just
there.
On the lawn.
Yeah, is it on the lawn? Is it with the
Just-
cows?
With the
It's
cows.
just there. They're saving it for this
Is there
year.
a little plaque that
Budget
says
would have raised
Sidetracked?
to 4th. So you guys have gone for
I mean,
a teal swivel.
Yep.
And
That's
we
nice.
me and Essie are just gonna do this
Do
the
this
whole
whole
time,
podcast.
bringing it around
Yeah.
town. I love
I
it.
know, you guys feel like you're about
I
to
know.
play chess or something.
I know.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like we're like commentators.
Yeah.
We're,
Yeah.
we're like
the
the
game.
referees.
I'm
Who's
ready
winning?
in the school.
Checkmate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Checkmate.
Me and Essie are like,
Bobby Fischer over
It's
here.
it's
Yeah.
always how we like to sit in a semicircle.
Yeah, this is very
absolutely.
cute.
You don't need an introduction, but I'm just gonna
Okay, go
just
for it.
list off just how brilliant you are for you, and more importantly, the great listeners of
We're gonna
Sidetracked.
try to take it. We're bad
Yeah,
at taking
okay.
compliments.
Haim released their debut album Days Are Gone in 2013, which earned them their first Grammy nomination for Best New Artist. Then they went on to become the first all-female rock band nominated for Album of the Year in 2021 for Women in Music Part 3. They've racked up an impressive list of collaborations throughout their career, having worked with the likes of Taylor Swift, Calvin Harris, and Stevie Nicks. Pretty good. Earlier this year, Haim returned with their first new music since 2020. That's not true.
yeah,
know,
isn't that crazy?
technically?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Wow.
true. I wrote this, so I know it's true. Including Relationships, which we know and love as an earworm now. A song that was 7 years in the making, taken from their upcoming album, I Quit, which is out next month. 20th of June?
Yeah.
Yes. of June.
I actually remember that. That wasn't on the card.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you so ready?
Mhm.
I'm
I actually
definitely
really am.
ready. I'm
I
ready.
love the title as well. I thought that was
Thank
really
you,
good.
Nick.
Yeah, I thought that
I
was
knew
really
you'd
good.
like it. You know the story behind. We told you the story
No.
behind it. No?
No.
Well, no, there's this film that I don't think made it across
It
the
didn't make it
pond.
over here.
But it's this film called That Thing You Do. It's a movie about a one-hit wonder band
Mhm.
In the 1960s.
in the 1960s, and they
The Beatles.
right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
those
one-hit
wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those one
Just
hit
the one.
wonders.
But it was like a movie that we all 3 very much
Mm.
connected on as very young children. And at the very end, the lead singer of The Wonders, the Oneaters, is this man named Jimmy. And he's at this recording studio. And the big task that they have to do is they have to record a second single because they're
They have
one-hit
to record,
wonders.
like a
One-hit
second.
wonder.
What's the follow-up?
Yeah.
What's the
follow-up.
follow-up to
Mhm.
That Thing You Do? Which is the song. And their manager, who is Tom Hanks, goes, Jimmy, we want something peppy. We want something snappy. And Jimmy wants to record like a brooding,
Mm-hmm.
sad
Slow,
song.
like a slow
And he
dance.
goes, peppy and snappy? Okay. And he gets on the mic and he goes, I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit,
quit.
Mr. White. His name is Mr. White.
Wow.
And
Peppy and
so
snappy.
Peppy and snappy.
Peppy and snappy. And he quits. And so growing up, whenever we would have to like check a mic, we would always go like people were like, can you say something on the mic? We'd always go, I quit. And as we were like going through the process of making the album, when the album was done, we were listening to it and we realized that like every song had in our minds, it was like we were quitting something that made us feel better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So like we were like one day we were like, should we name our album I Quit? And it kind of came to this like there's this thing I think a lot of and I've said this before that I think like a lot of songwriters like they'll write something and subconsciously they don't actually like their subconscious is actually writing it, not their being.
Mhm.
Where like it takes on a new meaning like months after where you're like, oh, I was like writing this, but I didn't really understand it until I had time to really think about it. Like it's just like stream of consciousness. And I think that was what really happened when we were like our subconscious was going for it and our bodies caught up
Wow.
at the
Yeah,
end of it.
we were like,
Wow.
I quit, and then we just kind of laughed about it. We're like, well,
You're
it's
like,
kind of funny.
it's kinda
so
funny.
Yeah.
It's
Not
kind of funny,
naming
but
it.
also, as you say, it was sort of aligned to all the songs. Made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's
It all
very I
aligns.
quit energy.
I quit energy this summer. Single summer, I
Yeah.
quit energy.
Yeah.
I quit energy. Love. Guys, thank you for doing this. This is very fun.
I'm
So
so
excited to be
happy to be here.
Before we get into it, we have to give a swear warning.
Oh,
Do
yes.
you wanna do
So
that?
who wants
Okay.
to do
Because you
that?
swear the most.
Already shots fired.
Oh.
Okay.
You say it.
I will do the warning.
Okay.
Apologies in advance. Also, this is just me thinking, I don't know the legal jargon for me to say this so that everything is okay. Apologies in advance. There may or may not be swearing in this episode. Apologies if we do swear. We probably will, but that's the way love goes.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the way love goes.
That's the way it goes. Okay, well, let's get on with this week's Sidetracked. What were the rules in your household growing up for swearing?
No swearing.
No
No
swearing.
swearing.
I
Yeah.
know.
God,
I
no
think that's
swearing.
why we swear so much now.
Right.
Making up for lost
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
And now, are you allowed to swear in front of your parents?
They don't like it.
No,
Yeah, I
mine.
don't
my
like
Yeah,
mom
we
it.
still
do.
doesn't
We
like it.
But we definitely do, but they
We
don't like
definitely
it.
do. They don't like
Yeah.
I
it.
don't like it. But
There's
what can they
sometimes
do?
there's sometimes I'll never forget. Now we're just going down memory lane. This has nothing to do with swearing, but the first time my mom caught me drinking,
Mhm.
I was already well out of high school. Like I kept everything very on lock
Mm-hmm.
in high school. Like I was a bad girl in high school. But my parents
You're
didn't
the
know.
youngest.
But then I got out of high school and I'll never forget. It was like my first like big night out. Went to a bar with my friends and like really didn't care about coming home drunk. And I think in my mind I was like, I'm killing it. And I was like holding the walls. Also, I lived at my parents' house still. And I was in my childhood bedroom with my trundle bed. And my room is across from theirs. I think I walked down the hall like hitting the walls, like trying to hold on to the walls. And my mom woke up and she's like, Alana, and I go, hello, Mom. And she literally goes, you smell like a sailor. And I was like, Mom, I'm old enough to drink now, but I fully like, it's not like, I think the reason why I like thought, because like you can swear like a sailor, and I smelled like a sailor. And
You
you know what? That smelled good.
There you
Yeah,
go.
smells good.
Smells
This-
good.
I can
Smells
say the
great.
sailor smell is not present today.
No,
But
thank
we have
you.
time.
It
We
It
have
is
time.
early.
We
I
could really
haven't.
do
I
it.
actually haven't officially gone to the pub since being here, so I'm very excited. After this,
After
Yeah.
this.
After this, you're going to go
Going
to the pub.
yeah.
Well, we want to go with you.
Yeah, I
I'll
want to
go.
go with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We've never had like a proper night out.
That's
Grammy.
true, actually.
That's
In London,
weird.
I know.
That is.
No, they've always been at like a thing.
Yeah,
It's been, like
no.
the Brit Awards or
Yeah,
something.
I
No, I don't
know.
think
Yeah,
that counts.
no.
Honestly,
that doesn't count.
I'm saying it's your fault.
Yeah.
My
I'm gonna
fault.
say it's your
Calling it.
fault.
No,
We're
no, no.
calling
I
it.
think it's
'Cause
your
no-
fault. You're fly in, promo fly out.
I know.
We are all
No.
business.
Yeah,
That is true.
You are all business.
Not
As
on
it-
this trip.
No.
No, no, no,
all
no, no.
pleasure.
All
No
the ti-
business.
Yeah, no business.
I want to hear more stories about that because I love that time when you are, trying to go out, trying to grow up. You want to go drinking.
Oh.
And like figuring that out with your mum and dad. Because I've got two siblings too, but they're 11 and 13 years older.
Oh, so you're also the baby.
So I was the baby, but big gap, big baby gap.
Big
Yeah.
baby.
So,
So your
Well-
older siblings basically like did all the bad shit.
yes.
And so by the time your parents
Oh, they were like,
The
You're
thing
like,
is
raise
like,
yourself.
okay,
yeah. They were
You're raising
truly
yourself.
like whatever.
Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
you
so
guys,
lucky.
but you guys didn't like. Well, actually, one of my favorite stories is when Danielle snuck out for the first and
Oh
only
my
time.
gosh.
Danielle snuck out of the house one time only,
Uh-huh.
because there was
I was a junior in high school, so I was 16,
Mhm.
and there was a big party.
I'm
that
already
all my
twitching.
fri-
during. I know during,
eyelid is
and it was
twitching.
during the week. Our parents
it was
were
a
like
school
very
night.
much like school night. You're in bed
Yeah, you're-
by 9.
yes.
Like
Yeah.
you're going back to
It was a school night, and I don't even understand how we got invited to this party, but we did, and it was
Well,
like
you got invited.
Sorry,
we didn't
I
get
did.
Who had a
invited.
You're saying you and
midweek
your
party
friends.
at
I
I had,
school? That
this
would
was
be
the
Our high school was
craziest.
nuts.
Esty never did this. I don't. Did you
No.
ever do this?
I
never did
would
this.
I don't
never
even know
sneak out of
what
the house.
I was thinking,
No.
but
I know,
Absolutely
especially
not.
Danielle, like the one that's like, I can't even believe that you had the balls.
But-
well, it also is because like the senior girls were like,
yes, I was like a
You were friends
junior,
with the
and
senior
I was friends
girls.
with the senior. They were
Right.
like, "We're going out, and you're invited," and I was like,
Oh.
"Okay."
Danielle was like, yeah, for sure, cool, like shaking, yeah, for sure, I'll be
So,
there.
so what? How did
So
you sneak out? Did you ever?
I think I went out the front door. I didn't even
Oh,
like go
yeah.
out
Full
a
sneak
window.
No,
in,
we
yeah.
were all in on it.
Everyone
Esty,
went
were,
to sleep. So
Yeah.
basically, it was like, and then at like 10 o'clock, Esty, you were still up. So I was like,
and I
Esty.
was living at home.
And
we were
Esty was
all three
living at
living
home. We were all three living at home, and as I was like, Esty, you need to help me sneak out. So we like somehow opened the door so quietly. My parents were in bed. I got out, and I like went into my senior friends picked me up, got into the car, and I'm just waiting for a phone call like from my dad, being like, I just heard you walk out the front door. I get into the car. I look at my phone, nothing. I'm like, oh my god, I did it.
She did it.
I'm out. Go to the club. An hour in. It's like this is the best night of my life. I'm
Danielle's
out.
like on the dance floor,
Like,
living her best life.
straight up, and then I feel my phone vibrating. I look at my phone. It says dad. I'm like, oh my god, I'm looking around. Then it's like just chain calling.
Oh my
dad.
God, no.
Dad. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so. And at this point, I didn't even like tell my senior friends like that this was a big deal. I was kind of like, yeah, for sure. Like,
Yeah,
do this
super
all the-
cool.
It's fine.
super cool. But
He's
I.
probably going to join us. That's why he's ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's outside.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
But at this
Yeah.
point, I was like, there was no Uber. Like, I would have to get driven by them, like, back home. Or my dad was, like, going to get into the car and pick me up. So I literally was like, I need to tell them. So I was like, you guys, I'm really sorry. My dad's calling me. I don't know what to do. And they did, like, they sprung into action.
Yeah.
They were
and
like,
they're
okay,
like, okay.
you got this. We went outside and we had, like, while my dad is chain calling me, like, literally 30 times. That's like a good 5 minutes. We're all concocting a lie, concocting a lie. So finally, at the 30th time my dad calls me, I answer. And it's Esty.
Oh!
Esty?
Danielle? I'm
Okay,
like,
which
Dad?
is-
She's like, no, it's Esty. I'm like, what? She's like, I couldn't find my cell phone. I just wanted to make sure you got to the club okay. I'm using Dad's cell phone.
Like the most rookie mistake Esty could have done.
Ever.
I can't even imagine. Like
I mean, I was so relieved. And then I went back and partied for like
Oh my
another
God.
3 hours.
And then when did you tell your dad that you'd played? Now.
never. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
now.
yeah, well,
now he knows.
He's locked
Now
in
he
like.
knows.
Now he knows.
Hey!
Now he knows.
Literally, Esty calling me from my dad's cell phone.
Oh my God.
Honestly, you're lucky that it was me.
Yeah.
No, thank God.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but why would you call from Dad's cell phone? That's the craziest.
I couldn't find my phone, and I
Landline.
well, if I did the landline, there was a
Oh,
possibility
they'd
that she
hit-
would
yeah,
call
oh,
back
yeah,
on a
yeah,
landline.
yeah, yeah.
and then
'Cause
wake
I would've
everybody
been
up.
Nervous,
know.
maybe that something
Yes.
happened and I
Right.
was found out.
So I called for my big deal, guys.
You were carrying.
You should be more happy that I gave that much of a shit about your safety. And
Yes.
I
Okay.
was
Okay.
really concerned.
Okay.
Also, maybe I was peeved that I wasn't invited.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe
Yeah,
Esty
maybe,
wanted
maybe.
to.
I don't know.
I've
Comes
lost
out.
myself.
Yeah, and I
The truth
just
comes
want to
out.
make
Yeah,
sure
mhm.
you were
You're
okay.
safe, yeah.
How
Give you
fun
a
is
heart
the
attack.
club?
Yeah.
How is it?
You
What
were
are they
just
playing?
checking.
Just checking.
Just checking.
Just checking in.
Just checking
while
in.
I'm in bed by myself. 'Cause no one
Would you ever
invited
go
me.
out and party together when you were that age? Because
When
I guess
I
I
did on the
turned-
weekends.
Yeah, on the weekends.
On the
When I
weekends.
turned 16, everything changed. Like I think my sisters like finally looked at me and they were like, "You're cool.
you're cool.
I mean,
Get
you
in.
can come out."
who got you your first fake ID?
You did. I
Thank you.
I am
Thanks.
fully. I will say
get
this. I will
no-
look dead into the camera. I have the coolest sisters on the planet. They got me a fake
Aw.
ID. They drove me around everywhere. Like the thing is, I got high off of being involved. No, not
No,
I
no,
got
no.
high off drugs.
No, no,
It's
I,
like,
I talk
what?
about this all the time, but there was one moment in high school. So Danielle was a senior when I was a freshman.
Uh-huh.
And Danielle was my carpool driver. Danielle was the greatest older sister when it came to high school. Like, let me hang out with her friends. I was I was at the cool senior
Uh-huh.
Yes,
table.
and it was the same when I was a freshman. Esty
was a senior.
Right.
So, and she was the greatest
Oh.
older sister. in
So-
there.
Yes,
Listeners,
we
remember.
all, it was great. So Danielle would let me hang out with her friends. It was super sweet, loved it. Prom comes.
Mm.
I'm
Oh.
thinking, I'm going to prom. even though I'm a freshman. I've also told all of my freshman friends, like, yeah, it's so crazy. Like, this weekend I'm going to prom. And they were like, we're not allowed to go. And I was like, no. Like, my sister's going to get me into prom. Like, it's going to be the best night of my life. And my parents, I think we've told this story before, but my parents, for some reason, go out of town the weekend Danielle goes to prom. I'm
Rookie mistake.
Is that
Rookie mistake.
is that
Also,
a bad idea? Because what? There's big
Yeah,
prom
like,
parties.
there's huge parties.
Right.
And also my parents, to be fair, my parents were also extremely strict. Like, they
Yes.
did not want us to party. They did not
No.
want us to drink. Like, they weren't like fun parents. They were like, we
No.
had to finagle, sorry, mom and dad, we lied a lot.
A lot. We lied to you all the time.
We were
And then
studying a lot.
And we were a full-blown, we were a
Yeah.
wolf pack.
Wolf pack.
So, like,
Yes.
we were a
It was
a
one-
united front.
Yeah, it was one phone call. I'd be like, Essie, this is what I'm saying. She's like, cool. Danielle, this is what I'm saying. Cool. We would always be on the same page. But anyways, so prom.
Anyway, so yes, united front.
So my parents go out of town. Este, we all are like, I'm thinking I'm gonna go to this prom after party. I'm like, let's go. Sorry, swearing.
You can swear. It's fine. Your parents aren't here now.
Okay, yeah.
Me and Este
Well-
set up this room for
because-
Danielle and her friends.
Uh-huh.
because I was of age, I could get the hotel room.
Este could get the hotel room. So Danielle and her
I
friends
got
like
the hotel room.
pooled all their money to get this hotel room
Yes.
and to get alcohol. And Este, we are setting up this room. We get all this alcohol. I'm like, gonna have the best night of my life. I'm gonna party the wet night away. Gonna have so much fun. Danielle is coming back from prom. I get a phone call and I go, Danielle, the party room, music's blasting. The party room's ready. Me and Este just spent all day. Chips are out. Alcohol is
Chips.
out. Let's
The
go.
Doritos. I got Doritos.
We got Doritos. Everything's ready. And Danielle goes, okay, when are you leaving? And I go, literally, it's like a movie where it goes like this. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, you're not allowed to be there. My parents are out of town. She goes, you can't come. I go,
What?
wait, but I thought these were my friends too. She goes, you're not allowed to come. Then literally, like swiftly, hang up the phone. Este goes, you ready to go? Like they have been talking.
Oh my god!
I knew.
They
I
have
also
been talking.
didn't want to say, I'm like, I'm not going to be the 21-year-old at the prom party.
Yeah.
Este goes, you ready to go?
Absolutely not. I set it up,
Yeah.
set it and forget it.
Yeah.
I'm out. So I
When
was
I
like,
tell you,
once,
Este like
we're
carried
going.
me. It was like a movie where I was like, but I'm supposed
No.
to be here, and Este was like, no, you're not.
Absolutely
No, you're not.
Neither of us are supposed
But
to
it made
be
your
here.
own prom night that much sweeter.
My prom
When it
night
came
was
around.
the worst.
No.
Yeah, I had a bad prom night too.
I hated Danielle had the best one.
You had a great
Right.
prom
Danielle
night.
had the best one. And you know
It was
what?
pretty
I don't
fun.
even know about it because I wasn't there.
We want to chat more about this later on because I want to talk to you about nostalgia when we get to speak about your new record. But before we do any of that, I want you guys to take me all the way back to the weekend just gone.
Because
you had-
Last
so long
weekend.
ago.
So long ago. Because I saw you were everywhere. You were
Yes.
in Cannes.
Yeah.
We're in Cannes.
And what was happening in Cannes? You've done a movie?
I was in a movie.
I'm in a movie.
Oh my God, congrats.
You guys.
So what is the premiere of the movie?
It was the premiere of the movie, and I actually hadn't even seen the movie
Uh-huh.
until I went to Cannes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I was
Pop
watching it
quiz.
live.
Jump scare.
Oh, wow.
Everyone else had seen it. I had not seen it.
How was that experience, seeing your work for the very first time at
So
Cannes in like
scary.
a ball gown?
So
Yeah.
in a
No, but
ball
you
gown.
killed it.
It was
You
no, I
killed
did.
it.
I did.
I did.
No,
No, I did.
No,
No, I
no,
did.
no. I did. I didn't know what to. I was white knuckling it the whole time. I was like, I told Josh O'Connor, greatest human being on this planet. We all stand Josh O'Connor.
We
I
do.
told him, I was like, if we're sitting next to each other, I'm like, you are going to be bleeding by the end of this movie because I'm going to be like digging my nails into your arm, being like, oh no, he is we had the best time. I loved shooting that movie. It was amazing.
What is the movie? Can
It's
we
called The
t-
Mastermind.
Uh-huh.
Kelly Reichardt,
Yes.
me and Josh O'Connor. And it's in the 70s.
Mhm.
We love the 70s.
No, you're 2 for 2 now.
I'm 2 for
Yeah,
2.
2
My
for
only
2,
2
yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I think just stay in that
Typecasting.
genre
70s.
forever.
No, I've just been
Yeah.
saying that the reason why I keep getting cast in these 70s movies is because I have the most fucked up teeth of all time. Like,
like was it before braces?
they're like,
existed?
yeah, like they're like, Alana can do the 70s. Like I have my regular teeth.
Yeah, when did they create braces?
No.
Can
they
someone
They're
get
like
on
she
the
can
horn?
get
It's
it. They
81.
had braces.
No,
they
they
had
had
braces.
braces.
But no, but they were like, she has messed up teeth. She's
She
period.
can do this
Yeah.
period
I'm
drama.
full of
Yeah.
method. I'm just method. I'm just never gonna get out of the 70s. I have so much anxiety going on red carpets. I feel like everyone does. That's like not. I mean, I'm not like a singular. Like it's a scary thing, especially at Cannes. There's like so many photographers, and it's so funny because I look back and me and Josh are having the best time.
So what happens there? I know it's the Cannes Film Festival. So is it like that you have the premiere, which everybody goes to?
Yes.
You
Yes.
watch the film.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then would they have like a dinner or a party?
we
or
went
like-
out.
We went out. We had like
It was
a
so
nice
fun.
dinner, which was really nice. And then the next day went to Big
We were-
Weekend.
Yeah,
Ooh,
we were out.
straight to Liverpool.
Straight to
Straight to
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Straight
out
to
there.
Liverpool.
The Cannes of the UK, they say.
Truly, yes.
They do say.
Yes.
And then you
the
were
UK Riviera.
Yeah, the UK Riviera there.
Yeah.
And you were in Liverpool for Big Weekend.
Yes.
So
it was
fun.
So fun.
How was it? Because this is
Amazing.
is
So
this the
fun.
first sort of festival of the season? for you
Yeah.
guys?
Yes.
First UK
First
fest.
UK
First
fest.
UK festival.
Yes.
And then how does that feel for you at the start of festival season? Because
It
you
We
guys-
really
feels
kicked
right.
it into high gear.
Every
Yeah.
time, no, it feels right. Every time we start an era in the UK, it always feels like it's home. It's
Ah.
right. It like we really wanted to start this record cycle in the UK, and it felt really great.
And do you have nice memories of being at UK festivals? Because we
Yes.
spoke before about
Yes.
different festivals on Sidetracked, and we recently talked about Coachella and like how there was that amazing sort of trend going around on socials where it compared Glastonbury and Coachella. Did you see
Oh,
the
I
guy?
didn't see that.
So it was a guy that
Well,
took a
can't
marquee.
compare it.
You can't
You can't
compare.
compare.
You
Sorry.
can't
It's
compare.
they're so different.
What did he say?
He basically took a marquee and then he decorated his tent, and he was like, "Oh, I just brought some bits to make my tent feel more like home. I brought this Tressler table to lay out my different types of hats," and then
I
people were
didn't see this.
taking the audio of that and putting it over like the toilets on
Oh,
fire in the
he-
rain.
oh, he did
I
that
see.
for
Coachella.
I
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Ah.
It was really
Tracks.
good. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will-
No,
will
it's
go on.
the thing is
I
I
prefer-
feel like the first festival, like even though I had gone to Coachella for 10 years in a row, when I went to Glastonbury, I was like mind blown. It was like, oh, this is a festival.
And
Yes.
did you
Right.
get
Absolutely.
did you know it was going to be good or
well,
Oh,
we had
well, we
been
just
watching
were.
it
We
on.
have been seeing
Right.
photos
Both
of
me
it.
and Este
literally,
do
I mean,
I think
we're definitely in
on
some
the
of those
internet.
photos that we would look at, like in 2008. We
Yeah.
would just be on the internet, being like, "What is
This
this,
looks like the
festival?"
most
Right.
most fun, and Kate
ever.
and Kate Moss. And
We always like
God.
saw. We were like I hope one day we'll get to Glastonbury because it just seemed like
Mhm.
everyone
I went
having-
first.
You did
Yeah,
go first
because I played with Julian Casablancas. I
Oh,
went
yeah.
in
Was it
2009
2010?
or 10,
It was
Uh-huh.
10, I think.
and we played the John Peel stage, and like I was like, I can't believe this is real. Like I can't wait to tell my sisters what happened. I mean, we didn't really do much. I think we were kind of in and out, but like just being there was incredible.
Mm.
And I just remember coming home and being like, one day we'll go back.
Our favorite moments in life have been at Glastonbury. Every time we go, there has never been one time that we didn't have a good time. And
Oh,
like
good.
every time we're invited back, it's like a sigh of relief. We're like,
Yes.
we're going back.
Going
Thank
back.
God.
And when you go, do you like to go for the weekend? 'Cause-
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Yes.
We've never been able to until last
last
time we played.
last time we
like, 'cause
played.
every time we'd be like, everyone's like, "Are you staying?" And we'd be like, "No,
we
we
have
have
a
another
show.
festival
We're on
tomorrow in like
tour. Yeah.
another country."
But last time
Last time we like made sure
we made
Yes.
sure, and it was
So
well.
fun.
Actually, there is I have a problem in this family where I get lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every festival, I get lost. I'm kind of like a squirrel where like I see some like a shiny bright light and I go, oh, and I just follow it. And I won't tell my sisters where I'm going.
No, she'll
I
just
won't
go.
say anything.
Mhm.
Talk about high cortisol.
My sister, yeah,
Yeah.
I-
Yeah.
I
cortisol
was-
spike.
Mm-mm.
I was at my sisters were like, we're gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Can you just stay here? I go,
Oh, no.
I'll stay here. Great. I'm at like the picnic tables, like where there's like picnic tables, and they went to the bathroom, and I met these really fun people. Like they were really fun, like a group of fun people, and they were like, we're gonna go out. You want to come with us? And I was like, of course. Don't tell my sisters where I'm
No.
going. Just leave them. They come out of the bathroom like, where's Alana? I am
Gone.
off.
You're
Fully
gone.
gone.
She's gone.
I'm gone.
Gone.
For the rest of the night. So I started at we started at Pyramid.
Mhm.
For the rest of the night, I was like basically leaving breadcrumbs. Like my sisters would go somewhere, they'd be like, "Oh, your sister was just here," and they'd be
Literally.
like,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Literally.
"I
That is
start
Literally.
So annoying at a festival.
4
The
hours.
most.
Yeah.
4 hours.
most.
Four
I was gone-
hours.
I ended up in block 9
Oh.
on the complete other side of the festival, and that's where they found me. And I was like, "Woo, having a great time." When I tell you, my sisters, it was like they had gone through a
Everything.
battlefield. Like there was like shrubbery in there. I was like having the best time ever. I was
And then
like,
we
"Woo!"
spent
They
we spent the entirety of our Glastonbury
Yeah.
Trying to find
looking
me.
for her.
Yeah. That is
I had a
so
great
annoying.
time. I
Yeah,
know.
I know.
That is
Thank
so
you.
You know what?
annoying.
I
Thank
had a
you,
great
Nick.
time
Yeah.
though.
Thank you.
Jeez, you had a good
I
time.
think the vibe just changed in this room.
Yeah, it got aggressive.
I feel
Next subject.
Let's move on.
I feel like I
Next
am
card.
now. No one likes me in this room.
No, we do.
We do.
And
we'll we do.
I'll
We
just.
do.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We do. Listen.
I'm just gonna not talk.
No, it's fine. I want to know actually, do you listen to music before you go on? Do you have to have like stuff on
Ooh.
to get you ready, or do you like to stay focused, get in your own zone?
I like to get in my zone.
In my mind, I would love to listen to music before, but like we were in, it's the kind of thing where it was like a tent and there wasn't walls. So like
Right,
I
so it's
also
like
get
boom,
very
boom,
like
boom,
anxious
boom.
about our
Yes.
music choices.
Yes.
Like that's like a hard thing to be like, I'm gonna blast my music
Mm-hmm.
and everyone's gonna listen to it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
But in life,
we've been listening to the new Addison Rae.
Yes.
So
Love.
good. Headphones on.
Yes, love.
Love Addison. She actually came up and did a little dance with us at our
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
I
you
saw
see?
that. I
She's
did.
amazing.
It was
I did.
so
Best.
fun.
Yeah,
She's the
she's
best.
So
fab.
fun.
No, we literally called her. Well, first we invited her to the show, and
Yeah.
she was like,
I'm
"I'm
there."
there.
love her.
Love her."
Love her.
And
Big
so we were like in sound check rehearsing this new song
Mhm.
called "Blood on the Street," and it's kind of this like rock blues song. And we had this epiphany. We're like, why doesn't Addison come out and dance to this song
Yes.
while
She's
we're
such a good
playing it? Because
dancer.
she's such a good dancer. And I remember we were talking like, maybe it's like that Kate Moss.
Yeah.
No, we
Or
were
the-
thinking
The
of
White
the White
Stripes.
Stripes. Yeah, that
Yes,
Sophia
the
Coppola.
pole dance.
We were like,
Yes.
what if it's kind of like that? We literally text her, hey, since you're coming to the show, like, would you want to do a dance to this song? And we sent her the song. She's like, oh my God, like the Kate Moss.
Like she
Knew
She
the
knew.
reference
She
before
knew
we
the
were on.
rap.
She
She
knew.
knew.
Mhm.
We were on
She's
the
like,
same
oh my
page.
God,
Knew
like
the
the
rap.
Kate Moss video for the White Stripes, directed by Sophia Coppola. We're like, we are
Yes.
We're on the
Same
same page.
wavelength.
on the same, way.
wavelength.
And
Yeah.
she did it. And honestly,
I love her
It
being like,
was-
I know what you're going to say. I'm Kate Moss.
no, we love Addison. We love
You love
Addison
headphones
Rae.
on.
Headphones on.
So can't wait for her album.
Yes.
Aquamarine.
Aquamarine. We've also been on like you've been listening to.
I've been on a really crazy high school nostalgia. I've been listening to a lot of architecture in Helsinki.
You
remember that?
Yes,
Remember
I
that?
do. Do
Yes.
I ever?
So good.
Yeah.
I was
good.
Animal Collective.
Animal
TBT,
Collective.
Collective.
Yes.
Okay, really
Kinda
taking it back to
nostalgic, I know.
Well, because there was a
2010-ish.
yes, because like
Even
I just
before,
remember
2000.
Even before. Yeah.
partying with my friends. Like when there were like some songs. Like the thing is, I brought this up to my siblings today, and they were like, "We didn't do that." But like we would put on this song called "Do the Whirlwind," was like one of my favorite songs. Also, there's a song called "It's 5." And we would all like dance in a circle, and we all knew when to come in, and we would clap in the middle of the circle, then we'd come out, and then we'd dance around, and we'd be so sweaty in like our American Apparel bandos. And it was like the best time. And so like now I've been like extremely nostalgic, and like I've had a thirst for that time of like high school, Danielle being my carpool driver, but not letting me go to prom. No, just like
No.
driving around like well, because the thing is like while we were making this album, we've said this before, but while we were making this album, it was the first time since basically we were all in that high school era that we were all single.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So making this album, we were all three single, and so like I think it like really brought up this like nostalgic like for that time of when the last time we were single, when I was like 14, 15, 16. And it's just been amazing to kind of like go back and relive
Revisit
those
those.
times.
And get back into it, yeah.
Such good.
Yeah.
It was
Do
like
you-
Belle and Sebastian.
Belle and Sebastian.
Yeah.
Like a little twee moment.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
A little
Cute,
bit.
a little bit.
bit. So you've been dipping back. You've been having a nostalgic.
Yes.
I've actually been going back because we did a thing on the radio this week where we celebrated the Jamie XX debut in colour, which
Oh,
is
when was
such
that?
a
10
great
years
album.
old this week.
No,
Really?
that's been
2015.
10 years.
10 years.
Okay,
I
so
thought it was
then-
about 5. And then that made me go back and like listen to the XX, which is now. And
good.
someone messaged into the radio being like, oh my God, it's so nice you playing this because I remember 16 years ago
No.
when you were playing this on the radio. And I was
No.
like, wow.
I don't
yeah.
like that.
The
'Cause
thing
when someone
is,
says
we still
16
look hot.
years ago,
we still
Yeah.
look
I'm like,
super
I
hot.
know.
what, when I was 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what genuinely
Yeah.
what I think. Hey, should we talk about your new single? Liz?
Yes.
I mean, it is basically about high school. aren't
Yeah.
you?
It
know.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is.
mean,
About high
it's the
school.
perfect time to talk about it. It's
Yeah.
called Take Me Back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm presuming, I've not yet heard this song.
Wait, you
no.
haven't heard it?
No, not out till
I'm
tomorrow.
sorry. Why have you not heard it
I
yet?
know.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
text
know.
it to you after
Yeah, we'll
this.
text it to you
Okay,
after,
text
so you
it
can
to
get
me
like a
after.
good 24 hours
Sometimes
before.
I do like not this wasn't. Maybe it has been emailed to me, and I've not opened email.
That's what I
But
was gonna say.
I
Like
don't-
it's in your
Let me
inbox
check.
somewhere.
Let me check.
I'm
You're
pretty
like,
sure it
I
is.
never get anything, and you saw the
No,
email, and
s-
you were like, don't want to listen to that
No,
Yeah.
sometimes I do like wait in.
till it
um,
comes out live.
Yeah, on the radio.
Okay.
How very
I
a
think
lot
that's-
I can of you.
Yeah, because I think it's quite fun. There's not that many shared moments, truly. And
That's
I'm not just
true.
saying
That
this,
is true.
where I get to hear a song for the first time on the radio with everyone who's listening. Like, I love that
That's
feeling.
true.
Yeah.
Okay, so then don't listen to it. Don't look for it.
Well, let's talk to me about this record. I know we spoke about this record when we were on the radio a while back. How has it been? People finally getting to hear it because now we've had a few singles, and also can I say I've really enjoyed the quick succession.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I
Yeah.
like that. That
Thank
feels
you.
modern, doesn't it? All of the
Modern,
songs coming
yes.
out.
Oh my
Modern.
God,
Like I'm getting
thank
a taste
you.
of that record.
I love that. Well,
already.
there are just so many songs that we wanted to put out before the album comes out, but writing that song was like a form of like inner child healing. Like we were like laughing. When I tell you like the tears of laughter we were experiencing writing this song, a lot of the names have changed. My name is not changed, obviously. It says Alana lost her head when she had a crush. That's pretty
Well, that's
Mhm.
Yeah.
on brand.
universal.
Mhm.
On brand.
Yeah.
We've been there.
We've
all
all
been
been
there.
there. I mean, I ended up at Block 9.
been there. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Following.
was crush related.
It was crush
Yeah.
related.
Okay.
When is
Yeah.
it not?
Billy
When
St.
is it not?
Yeah.
Billy St. Rames was a name change.
Mhm.
Name change.
Name change. Didn't want to fuck. Shocker. Literally.
Mhm.
Shocker.
Lana lost her head when
Well,
she had a crush.
Billy
Billy
St.
St.
Rames didn't want to
wanna
fuck. Literally, my
Yeah.
story of my life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Story of my life. Still to
Yeah.
this day.
Strong
No,
opener.
Still, not still to this day.
Yeah.
No.
You would be so surprised. Let me tell you. Can't get a fuck. Let me tell you.
What?
Still to this day.
Can we say this?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I mean, if you want.
Sorry, BBC.
No. It's
Sorry,
fine.
I'm just
We
gonna
gave
hold the
swear warning.
mic even closer to my mouth. I'm so sorry, but it's true. It's true.
Confessional.
But no, it was like
But what
it
a
was,
mind for creativity.
I
Yeah.
Come on.
Truly.
The songs keep on coming.
but it's this song was so special because it actually kind of, when we wrote it, even though it was like in the middle of writing this album, and when it was done it felt like summer.
hmm
It felt like that feeling of like, in where we grew up in LA, in the Valley, there's like one specific day when you feel like it's summer. It's like that first morning where it's hot in the morning
hmm
and you put on those shorts,
Ooh.
you go to school, the asphalt is so piping hot, and you try. That's the first time where you scour the playground or like where you're eating lunch for your friend that has a pool.
Oh.
And you become best
Yeah.
friends with that person again.
Yeah.
There's always those fun texts when summer starts, and you only text that person on the first day of summer where you're like, oh my
Hey.
God, you still living in that house with the pool?
Yeah.
And
No.
you go
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it's it's the relation. You know what? They know it. They want you to
know.
come to their
Yeah.
pool.
in the winter.
In the winter,
losers.
It's
You're
quiet.
such a
It's a
loser.
quiet,
It's a quiet
time for
time.
them. Yeah.
but in the
Like the sit
summer,
down
we
period.
need you.
We need you.
Uh-huh.
But we wrote that song and it was like, this feels like that first day of summer where you're like, it's beginning.
Uh-huh.
Festival season has started.
Uh-huh.
Feeling fresh, feeling out, going out, having fun, drinking a pint. You know, you know
all
that
those
feeling.
things. Thanks for making it relatable.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
thank you.
The
You're
swimming
welcome.
pool.
Yeah,
one,
you're
not
like-
so much you were like,
Yeah.
it's
I
the
lost
same as
you.
having a
Yeah,
pint.
yeah.
We were like, got you. Yeah. Got
Yeah,
you.
I feel like I lost
Yeah.
you on the pool. Do you guys like me again? I feel
We
like
do.
I feel like everyone hated me
We
like
love
5
you.
minutes ago, and I feel like I'm really trying to get back into everyone's good graces.
pint did it.
The pint did it.
The pint.
But no, we love this song.
And are you the type? Oh well, you can let me know. But are you the kind of people that like to indulge in nostalgia? Like
Oh,
you enjoy it as
oh,
a,
it's
as
the
a
greatest
happy
drug.
thing?
Kind of the
And
best,
favorite
I
But do you
think.
feel like, are you like, oh, things aren't as good as they used to be, or are you like, it's okay that things are different?
I think it's both. I think what's beautiful about it is like I think now we still feel like the same people that we
Mhm.
did when I was like 16. Like I don't think that we've changed personality wise very much. But it's like so nice. It's like it's the best drug to like hit up your friends and be like, remember when that happened? Like that's what happened while we were
Yes.
making this song. We like called and we're like, this actually happened, and we all like, yes, that happened. And
Mhm.
it's like the laughter and joy that comes from that is so beautiful. And I think it kind of like brought us back. It was like the surge that we needed in the studio to like finish the album.
Oh.
And yeah, no, it's growing up. You know, it's fun. I'm having the best time. I'm
I
here
love
with
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hello. Still happening.
I mean, we've known each other for so long. We have not
I
changed.
know.
No,
Come
the
on.
same.
It was basically like we went to high school together.
Yeah, we went to high
basically
school.
did.
We basically went to high school
Yeah,
together.
because I was trying to find on the way here a picture of us, which I remember it was us and ASAP Rocky.
Please
Oh my
find
God.
it.
And I
know.
can't
Yeah,
find
missed
it.
I wanna
And I
see
can't
that.
find it. And I can't really, I think maybe a big weekend, but it was like
Really?
13, 14 years ago.
Oh my
I
God.
couldn't
we
find it. I
missed
did
Definitely
find
our
this.
First big weekend
Was definitely 20
or 2012?
2012,
I
maybe?
think so.
2012. And Grania found this of us
my God.
from
Wait.
2012.
Oh no!
Which
Wait, so
I
that was I
do
think the first
not
time
remember. This
we
is the
met.
first time we
yes,
met.
This is
'cause
the first time we
after
met.
a show,
Yeah.
we were
You
playing a
literally
show
look
maybe
the
at
same.
Heaven,
Yeah, and
You
then you
literally
and then
came
we
on my
came
radio show.
straight to here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
crazy.
be honest here.
Yeah.
You guys, all three of you, look exactly the same. You look exactly the
I
same.
look a little bit
What
more
does
hydrated.
not? What does not?
Wait, show the camera.
This could be taken
Wait, show.
today.
No.
Show. No,
This
it
could be
can't.
taken
That's not
today.
true. That's not true.
You guys literally look exactly the same. It's like
Wait.
frozen in time.
Wait. And
Wait
then.
for it. Who invited the troll? to
No.
come hang
No.
out? Who invited
No.
the scary
You being
psychotic troll?
Zany.
This-
And then Jen
That's
Long.
one way to
Jen
put it. And then
Jen
Jen
Long.
This is
I feel like it was
This is
instant friendship when we met.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
think
that was,
so.
which was,
Yes.
because I feel like we were so nervous to meet you.
No.
Yes,
Yes.
because we had been
we were
seeing
totally nervous
We
to
had
meet
just
you.
saw you on the internet.
on
On the interwebs.
on the interwebs for years.
For
No.
years. And we
Yes.
were like, Nick Grimshaw's so cool. He's
Cool.
going to think that we're so lame. And then when
Will
we
you
met.
send me this?
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, what are the songs that make you feel that take you back and give you a feel?
I mean, I have to go. I'm really on an Architecture in Helsinki like vibe right now. I would
Yeah.
have to do the Whirlwind.
That's a great one.
Mhm.
If you haven't heard it, listen to it now.
I might say "If I Ever Feel Better" by Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love that one.
Love.
I remember when Danielle showed us Phoenix for the first time. I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
This is
this was-
amazing.
it's like 2005.
Uh-huh.
So good.
Este, what about you? Is
Yeah.
there anything that you like to feel nostalgic to?
You know, I remember hearing "Is This It" for the first time. with
Oh,
Strokes,
yes.
and just being
And-
like, "What is this?" Like, I had never heard. I was also coming off of being a huge Korn,
Oh, right.
Marilyn Manson
Yeah,
gal.
you were kind of like a new metal.
I was a new metal gal.
Yeah.
New metal.
And then I specifically remember like hearing that song and being like, "Oh fuck that!
hmm
This is it.
I
Is this it?
Is this
It-
it? This is it.
This
Yeah.
actually is it. Also,
Yeah.
you know that was a powerful record because not only did people fall in love with the record, but it changed our entire personality.
Oh,
yeah,
Everything
completely.
that we wore,
Everything,
like
yeah.
we were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
well, I dress
I
like
like-
this now.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
bought like an army jacket and skinny
Yeah.
jeans, and I was like, "This is me now."
Yeah.
I like my hair was like dyed black.
Mhm.
I cut it, and then I cut it into a bob, and like
There we go. We saw it in
There
real
we go.
time.
saw it in real time.
Wow.
And there
I
we
was
are.
experimenting with a tie at the age of 16,
Yeah.
15, 16.
But was that Avril Lavigne or was
No, it
that?
It was not. How
No.
dare you? Julian Casablancas.
Thank you.
Avril Lavigne. Get out of here. Shall we hear from one of our Sidetracked listeners?
Yes.
Let's. It's been us. What about you, you?
No, we want to hear from
Let's do it.
listeners.
Come on.
I'm on a walk at the moment in Dorset, and I normally listen to music when I walk, but I'm just not today, and I could hear the birds. It made me think about last episode when you talked about birdsong being like the OG music, which definitely agree with Annie, it so is, and I love that. But it made me wonder about how different music affects us, because listening to the birds makes me feel so like zen and grounded. And then classical music makes you feel so different to rock music, to like jazz. And I was wondering if you have any insights on how music affects our brain, and if so, what can we use that for? Can we use that in medicine, or? Yeah, that's my question.
Thank you,
Thank you for the question.
Catherine.
Great
Catherine.
question. Very true, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
How could music be used? I mean, I don't know. Do you guys because I'm doing breakfast radio again. When I go to bed,
Mhm.
I will go to bed before and make my bedroom feel cozy. So I want to like go to bed.
That's
So
so
I like
smart.
close all the curtains, put a candle on,
Oh.
yes, and I have Radio 3 Unwind on,
Ooh.
which is all
love.
like
Enya.
Relax. Yeah, like blissed out Enya, like Enya on a Zanny, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Enya
like
on a
less.
Zanny. Can we do that podcast?
And then she's on Strapless.
Okay,
and then they do like noises, like
Oh, yeah.
and like
Oh, yeah.
sleep sounds.
Danielle does that.
I do.
So I quite
do.
like that to
Yeah.
ease me in. So what do you do?
I
You
do brown noise.
Oh yes.
Love that. It's
Yeah.
not. It's
Certain
the
fre-
lower.
certain frequencies.
It's not white noise.
No, it's
Brown
brown.
noise.
And do you do that all night? Because I do it just
Yeah.
all
I do
night.
it all night.
Okay, because I'm
do it
worried
all
what if
night.
I can't control it.
Do you have it on a timer?
I just have it when I get into bed, and then so when I go into my bedroom, it's not downstairs. It's not like Die Hard and 2 dogs and a boyfriend. Like I go
Got it,
upstairs
got
and
it,
it's
got
like,
it, got
oh my
it.
god, go to sleep. Is there any other bits of music that you do turn to religiously, either to structure your day or to feel away?
I think that what I do is extremely unhealthy. Like I don't think that it's good, but I have to listen. I have to have shows on, and it's like I do everything that every article says don't do.
Yeah.
It's like don't scroll on your phone. What am I doing? Scrolling on my phone.
Mhm.
Don't have the TV on. What am I doing? The Office is on.
Uh-huh.
The Office is on.
I also do that sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
balance.
You're
You
not
have it
supposed to do it.
blasting. You're
I
not-
have
I'm
to
not-
blast.
When we lived
For
together.
some,
I'm
I
not
know
gonna lie.
Danielle did when me and Danielle lived
I had
together.
to make the brown noise louder because
Danielle was like,
Crank
Turn
up
it
the
up,
brown.
ranking up.
Yep.
there's
Office.
something about hearing like people talking that soothes me. Like it feels like I'm not alone. 'Cause
Yeah.
I kind of get scared.
We
I
live
mean,
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Danielle lived with me, and I still felt scared. I was like, she's not gonna save me.
She won't do anything.
She's not gonna
Passed
save me.
out to the old brown noise
Yeah,
next
Danielle's
door.
gonna be passed out. Danielle notoriously sound sleeper.
Oh,
Sound
right.
sleeper.
I can sleep.
She knocks
can
out.
go
Then
down.
she
I
knocks
She
stay
out.
knocks out.
asleep.
I like to listen to things like when I'm in the place. Like if I'm in the UK,
Mhm.
I want to listen to UK music.
I do this. I love this.
Right?
Yeah.
So so the thing that I'm listening to now, there's a playlist on Spotify that is the Fatboy Slim 2002 Brighton show.
Yes.
250,000 people. And the first song is You Got My Heart. It
Won't go away.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Just
it won't do
without you. Yeah.
It's so that's if Catherine, that's my walking.
That's yours.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Uh-huh.
I'm listening. If I'm walking through, I don't know, if I'm walking the streets of London, I'm listening to that
I like that.
playlist.
Essy's grooving.
I really like that. I did that
Yeah.
once, and Mish, my boyfriend, still takes the mick out of me because we went to LA like 3 or 4 years ago.
You were just
and I was
listening to
like-
Haim.
And I was just listening to Haim.
Yeah.
No, I was like, I'm going to make an LA playlist, and I kept mentioning it. And I was like, because you drive everywhere. I was
Right.
like, we'll be driving. Anyway, we got into the car, and I don't know what I'd done. I must have like been a grandma and not done anything.
no.
So when he put the playlist on, I was like, oh my God, this playlist I've been talking about. It had one song on it.
Oh.
So I don't know if I'd been like, not adding it, and all it was Cheryl Crow's All I Want to Do
I
is
mean,
have some fun.
that's-
And me,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like,
Classic
is that it?
That is
You're like,
pretty
I
quick
just
And he
wanna
was
let
like,
it
skip.
die.
So I was like, no, skip. And he was like, what? And it was
It's just
just
that.
one. I might still have it in my phone because it was so funny.
Great
So,
song.
Just LA.
Great song.
But I
Great
do
song.
like a playlist for a city. That's
Right?
That's really good. Yeah. Well, thank you, Catherine, for your question.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Catherine.
Catherine,
Catherine.
wherever you are.
Alana, you can message us whenever you like, can't you?
I know. I'm gonna write down this phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a phone number?
It's a
yeah.
phone number.
You
It's a
can send us a
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Here's the WhatsApp number. Here we go. Are you ready?
Okay.
079 700 82700. WhatsApp us, please. That's how you get to us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Remember when I gave my
Yeah.
phone number out
Oh
at
my
the iTunes
God.
Festival?
Remember iTunes
Do you
Festival?
remember this? Remember iTunes
No.
Festival?
Okay.
In the UK, we played Roundhouse.
It was the first. Yeah, we played the. Here, you
Yeah.
go. You
We played the Roundhouse.
Yeah.
2012?
12.
Yeah.
2012.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think me and Annie hosted it.
I think
I
you
think
did.
you
Yeah.
did.
It was-
Yeah.
We opened for Ellie Goulding
Yes.
Right.
at the Roundhouse.
Yes.
And we hadn't, like, we were doing promo all day. We hadn't eaten. And then we were, like, pushed onto the stage. I was so fucking out of it. And this really hot guy was in the front row taking photos on his digital camera.
Uh-huh.
Didn't have an iPhone. It was iTunes Festival. Weird. But he had like a
To be
digital
fair,
camera.
we didn't have
It's
iPhones.
We didn't have
2012.
iPhones.
We didn't have iPhones.
Honestly, I will say, I think we did iTunes Festival because we wanted
because they said
Yeah.
because they
And
said
then
they would
they
give us an
still-
iPhone.
yeah.
And did they?
I
No.
don't think they did.
Wow.
They didn't.
I know.
So-
Sorry, thanks Apple.
Thanks, Apple.
So I'm like looking at this man and he's only taking photos of me and I was like, okay. It's like, hey, how do I get those photos? I'm not gonna do a British accent. But he was like, well, I can text them to you. And I was like, okay. 818. And you don't want to go,
Don't do it.
231, absolutely
Do
not.
not do it, Este.
24, no. 23. And then Deanna like, no, I can't. And then everyone was like, woo. And I was like, you got that? I'm not gonna say it twice.
Well, to be fair, okay. Also, we didn't know that with iTunes. We don't know
I-
anything. We
No,
don't know
I
anything
was
about
so
anything
out
we're
of
doing.
it. I just
So no, but so we're thinking, okay, the iTunes people are gonna cut
people,
Este's phone
at
number
the
out.
festival.
And
fine.
like maybe they like cut the feed
Yeah.
while she was giving out her phone number.
Maybe it was
That is
live.
a big no.
yeah, no. It
So
was-
we go home. I go on iTunes and like the header is like full Haim performance iTunes festival. I go, they
They
cut
bleeped it
this
out.
out.
They're like,
they bleeped it out.
Literally go on. It's on everyone's iTunes. And
Yeah.
like I think it was worldwide.
Yeah.
like the forced YouTube thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's
Basically.
just on your
Yes.
phone.
And
Apple.
I like fast forward. I was like, I don't want to see this. No, I fast forward to the part and Este's phone number and is on everyone's computer.
Everyone's TV.
And all of a sudden, like Este starts getting so many messages. We didn't have an international plan. We couldn't
No.
afford an international plan
we
at
had
that point.
flip phones.
We
didn't
had
have
flip, yeah.
iPhones.
We couldn't afford an international plan. Like when we were on a family plan still. Like, and my dad got the bill. And when I tell you it was like a movie, he was like, he opened it up and it was like, Este! Like, was like, what did you do? And I was just like, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. He was like, what is this?
It was literally like a
It was on and we couldn't.
$6,000
Yeah.
It was
like,
something
phone
crazy.
bill.
It
Just
was
for
text.
me.
Just for Este.
But also calls, because people would call me and I'd be like, what's up?
Yeah, Este would just all night be talking to random
Yeah,
people.
just talking to people.
I think it still is somewhere. I mean, we had to change Este's
know,
phone
it's
number.
not
To
your
be fair,
phone number
I was like
anymore.
lonely on tour and it was really
Yeah.
nice to just talk to people.
Yeah.
It was really
All
nice.
40,000 of
All
them.
50
Yeah.
billion people. It was really
It
nice.
wasn't
I
that
like,
many.
this is not you. And I was like, oh, it's me, babe.
It is.
It
It
is
is.
me.
Wow.
Where are you?
Wow.
What are we
Well,
doing?
If you want to get
Let's
in
chat
touch
about it.
now,
If you want to get in touch,
don't
I just
phone Este. Phone us
Well,
on Sidetracked.
Yeah,
phone us on
Sidetracked.
Well, don't phone
079
us.
700 82700.
There we go. There we go.
Do we have an email address too?
You can email us
Great.
at sidetracked@bbc.co.uk.
There we go. Very nice.
Wonderful.
Will you? Can I help host the show again? Will Andy? Will you and Andy
100%.
let us back?
Yeah, big time.
I love it.
Okay, great.
Big
I want
time.
to come back.
Let's make it happen.
Please.
Every time, please. And guys, that was really fun.
Yay.
Thank you so much.